Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
Attuma.
That's right, kids. We're back, and a certain Atlantean warlord will be back as we continue Atlantis Attacks here on Marvel Tales. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, the president of the Surf Fan Club is
Justin the Owl, rising from the depths of Atlantis.
Hey-o.
To continue the Atlantis Attacks coverage on Marvel Tales.
Yay! That's right, kids. This time is part 6.
Yes.
We're covering New Mutants Annual 5 and X Factor number 4. Very mutant centered.
Yeah. Yep.
Special guest Namorita and Andromeda. Yes. I forgot her and these work together. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Andromeda was in the Defenders, too, towards the end of that original run of that series.
Yeah, when she said that, I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
She's great. She's a great character.
Oh, yeah. All right, so shall we jump into these?
Yes.
It's always a lot to unpack with these Atlantis Attacks.
There's a lot going on here.
Oh, yeah. All right, before I forget, let me throw a cover up here. Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, we get to start with Rob Liefeld.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, kids, right now he's running a shoe store in the multiverse. All right. I'm sure he wasn't glad to see that in the movie. All right, New Mutants Annual 5 from October 1989. Here Be Monsters. Writer Louise Simonson, penciler Rob Liefeld, inker Tim DeZaun, colorist Tom Vincent, letterer Joe Rosen, and editor Bob Harris. All right, and I have no synopsis, so let's go.
No synopsis.
Yeah. Someone saw the Liefeld. I was like, nah, it's all right.
Well, remember, in other previous episodes, I've been complaining about how the A story has been shorter in comparison to the year before on the Evolutionary War, where the main story was a lot of times longer, if not double the length.
Yes.
Of a regular, 22, 26-page story.
Oh, yeah.
And in Atlantis Attacks, as I've complained already, we've seen a lot of these really short 30-page stories, and then the rest of the annual, the other half of the annual, is a bunch of backups. And some of them have been good, some have been great, but a lot of them have been just basically there as filler. Mm-hmm. And there are a couple that we'll see coming up soon that are similar to that. In this annual, we don't get as many backups. The main story is 44 pages long.
Yeah.
And it's Rob Liefeld. But I will say this. The artwork in this issue, I think, is vastly superior to what we saw in the Amazing Spider-Man annual with She-Hulk and the Abomination. I think that this is vastly superior to that. And I wonder if it's because of the inker,
perhaps
Tim DeZaun. I wonder if it's because maybe he had more time to do this one and the other one might have been a rush job. But the artwork in this one is better. I will say that. It's better compared to the other one.
Yeah, it's not perfect, but it is better. Yeah, maybe it's just the right combination of an inker and colorist, helping cover up some of Liefeld's sins here.
Yeah, and on that other annual, there were 5 or 6 other inkers, so that was a mess. That was just a bloody mess. But this one, the artwork is much more consistent, and it looks better. Yeah, I think, it's an improvement.
Even that cover's not bad. That's a Liefeld.
Yeah, the cover looks good.
Yeah. But this one, we open up with Ghaur and Lyra talking about the horn, and again, we we get a mention of last episode's New Mutant 76.
Right.
So
With
see
the
that
sea monster. Yeah.
that's why that comes in, kids. And
Yeah.
Ghaur.
And look, they can see Namor, and they're like, wasn't he supposed to be dead?
That's the thing. Was that supposed to? That New Mutants issue, did that take place before Atlantis Attacks?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing an editor's note in here about where this took place.
Yeah, none of the issues. Yeah.
So they see him on the screen, and
Well, this opening scene where they see the Namor and the New Mutants, it says weeks ago. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Yeah, so that might be like right before Atlantis Attacks or something.
It could be, yeah. This could be like a prequel to all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm. But then Ghaur sends 3 of his deviants to get the Horn, who suspiciously look like some of the New Mutants.
They do. Spike, Cole, and String.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then meanwhile, the New Mutants are looking for Ship.
Oops.
Nowhere to be found.
Yeah. That's pretty bad when you lose something of that size.
What did they say? It could be cloaked or something, maybe?
Oh, true. That is true.
Yeah.
And it is a ship. It can fly around. So
and it's harder to find than when it's not there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this in the New Mutants annual. Or the X Factor annual. I was trying to remember. I was like, where the hell was X Factor at this point?
Yeah. Well, we only see 2 members.
In the annual.
X Factor annual. Yeah.
And that they're really playing with. We'll get there, but they're definitely really playing with continuity. We're like, you'll see Beast and Jean Grey taken in a future issue of X Factor. Like,
yeah.
They'll catch up to us here.
They were good at those. They had mastered the art of the afterthought backup that explained what happened later on, or what happened previously.
At least they tried. I mean, these days it's just like, who knows? Who cares?
Yeah, who knows? Whatever.
Oh, this was October '89. See, I looked up October 1989 for X. It was X Factor 45. So,
were
they all? Oh yeah, it was part of
the Judgment War. So they weren't even on the planet. Yeah, this must have been right before they took off.
I guess, yeah.
We'll be covering that next year on X-Men Classics.
Yes. That's so funny. They're flying around on a giant warlock,
Yeah. Good old warlock. Yeah, they almost get attacked by sharks in the water.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what they do, they always find a way to get into trouble, don't they?
That's what I was going to say. They're blowing up more sea life here.
Yeah. Wasn't bad enough that they indiscriminately murdered that gigantic octopus.
Yeah. Anytime they get near the water, man, they're throwing time bombs down some creature's mouth.
Yeah, jeez.
And then
somebody ought to talk to Greenpeace about them.
Exactly.
Then we see some more of Spike, Cole, and String, who give Namorita some trouble.
Yeah, they break into her room in Atlantis as she's sleeping, which, look at this art. I like her underwater. Right. Meanwhile, it looks like she's wearing her bottoms, but she's kind of wearing like a nighty top. I'm like, really?
Yeah, what is that about?
Underwater?
Why would you wear anything?
Yeah.
Atlantis, seriously. Like,
or at least something close to the skin like those bottoms. I'm like, what's with this dangling negligee thing? I'm like, underwater?
Yeah, a bunch of seaweed negligee. It's crazy.
And again, the thing looks sheer. I'm like, that thing's going to be see-through anyway. Why bother wearing anything?
Exactly.
Comics
I do have to complain about this lack of background too in some of these panels.
Oh yeah, when she's fighting the 3 of them. Yeah.
There's just nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, most of those panels. Yeah. I mean, there's one here. There might be a little bit of seaweed or something, but yeah, it's like,
most of it is nothing going on.
And some of those panels, they could be inside, outside. I don't know.
Yeah, it's I remember the first couple times I read this, I didn't really know where this was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where is she sleeping? Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, and then they get the horn.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and then
we have our introduction to Surf. After that, yes. And I remember in the previous episodes I mentioned this. I love these characters, Surf. Because for the longest time, as I mentioned before, I wanted a super team of Atlanteans. I thought it was a great idea for characters to have some super-powered Atlanteans, because I knew there had to be some. And even if they weren't mutant Atlanteans, they could have powers that were magic-based, or they could just be really proficient warriors or something. I thought it would be a great idea for a super team of some Atlanteans.
Oh, yeah.
And finally, we got that with Surf. And so I remember the first time reading this being really happy about this.
So, are these their only 2 appearances here, and then that West Coast Avengers annual? Was that the following year?
They appeared in I think so. It was a story with Firebird.
Yeah, because they were trying to liberate whales from Marine World.
Yeah. And I think that was it. I think that was their only appearance, which is unfortunate. Maybe they'll show up in this new Namor series that's coming up. Maybe.
Heck yeah.
Jason Aaron will do a deep dive and bring them back.
I hope so.
Yeah, because they're cool. I love this guy, Sharkskin. He's so cool. He's badass. Yeah, these are great characters. Undertow.
All right, buddy. It's Namorita. Now I can say Imperius wrecks my bed.
That's right. She does look good in this issue too. I will say that
for the most part. Yeah. Especially considering it's Liefeld.
Yeah. And Tim DeZahn did a good job with the ink, so everything's all filled in where it should be. There's feet.
But yeah, the Deviants get away with that horn, and Namorita's like, "Oh, I recognize some of the new mutants from Namor's description."
Yeah.
The black one, the furry one, and the strange spindling one.
Yeah. A reasonable mistake to make, I suppose, in the Marvel Universe.
So they go up there and they find the real New Mutants and attack them, thinking they were in. Okay, here we go. Here's one panel. Sorry, Liefeld. Boom Boom looks like an old lady in that panel.
She does, yeah. And look at Wolfsbane next to her.
Yeah.
Oh my word! Wow. Yeah. Is this Fraggle Rock or what? Yeah. Yeah, this is a great little fight between the two groups. That happens.
Yeah, Sharkskin grabs Cannonball.
Yeah. Great little superhero team fight that we get in this annual.
Namorita versus Sunspot, yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff. And Eel versus Boom Boom under the water. Yeah. Warlock saves Richter from drowning.
Yep.
Oh, and then we get the origin. Undertow says, "A power that I've been given thanks in part to your kind. It was your atomic weapons tests that irradiated our settlement of Mauritania and twisted us genetically."
The Stan Lee method. Radiation, yes.
Yes. That's it.
Excelsior!
So yeah, while they're fighting, Ghaur is telling Lyra, he's like, "Oh yeah, I sent those deviants, because it would be clear to anyone who has heard of the New Mutants who took the horn." They of course would be wrong.
Your deviant's resemblance to the New Mutants is uncanny. I love it. Atlantis will be sacrificed to the glory of Set, as we'll see coming up shortly.
Next episode, yeah.
There's some major things that happen next. Ooh.
I love Sunspot here wrestling with Namorita. Look, calm down, babe. Much as I'm enjoying this wrestling match, you haven't done.
Yeah.
She got her Nelson. I'm like, yeah, I might want to watch thrashing in front of me there.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Russell. God,
Couple
Russell.
Milk sobs.
And yes, I agree, Russell. Boo, Rob Liefeld.
Still better than last time, though. I will say that. I will maintain that. It's better than last time. So there's.
I won't take much, but yes.
Yeah, there's that.
Howdy, y'all!
But yeah, I think the Atlanteans are starting to see, the New Mutants are honorable. They're not trying to kill anybody or.
They eventually reach an understanding.
Are we really the ones you fought earlier? Well, the color's wrong, and the furry one was male.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, Russell. That's a quote. I created Deadpool, just not the parts anyone likes.
Yes. That's fantastic, Russell.
Maybe you have a clubbed foot fetish. So they basically, Namorita comes to the conclusion the New Mutants didn't steal that horn. So, hey, let's team up.
Let's find out who did take it. And then Ghaur gets it.
Yes, his guys give him the horn. Oh, look at that sound effect. Bolo! Where the hell is Doom when you need him to tell him not to toot?
They make a pill for that, Ghaur.
Yeah, no, he was really quick to blow there.
Yeah.
Wow. No, where the hell is the owl? I just see an owl. Technical difficulties.
I'm using my backup microphone, so the camera is out of commission because you would only see a sliver of my neck and my ear on it.
But then the Atlanteans can, kind of feel the horn being blown. Warlock can pick it up.
Yes. Yep. They're like, uh-oh, something's happening. And then they dive down head back to Atlantis and see, uh-oh, too late. This is a giant monster wreaking havoc through the city.
After Namorita gives everyone breathing devices because they were going to bring them in as prisoners before. But they say this creature is even bigger and uglier than the one they fought in New Mutants 76.
Yes. Well, this one also has teeth. Lots and lots of teeth.
The legends were true, gentlemen. It has teeth.
I don't think those are tentacles. I don't think those are tentacles.
Ah! Oh, nice callback.
I don't think those are tentacles.
Oh, man.
So, so they're trying to stop this thing from destroying Atlantis. Of course, when in doubt, the New Mutants try to blow up any sea creatures. So
of course.
Time bombs, yeah.
Yeah. We've got practice at this. Let's do it again. Anybody got any dynamite handy? We'll cram it right down that thing's maw and blow it up like we did the octopus.
Exactly. Man, too bad our friend in the armor's on here. But then the creature accidentally, smashes a hole in the hull of Ghaur's sub.
Oops.
That thing starts taking on water.
And the horn gets flushed out of the ship through the hole in the hull and smashes on the rocks outside.
That's right. So we take that out of play.
That's it.
Smash it.
Say goodbye to your little toy, Ghaur. It's gone. This is why we can't have nice things.
And Lyra's basically like, we failed. And he's like, no. Cities can be rebuilt, but the people have been decimated. And I declare, but the blood of the monster now blackens the waters. Yeah, because this thing's blood is like sickening the population. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is like some mutated monstrosity from way back.
So then the New Mutants and the Atlanteans are basically trying to lure this creature away.
Lure it away.
Yeah.
They head over to a big trench in the ocean.
Yeah.
Seafloor.
Hudson Canyon. Yeah, because Namorita's like, it's like your Grand Canyon, but deeper.
Yeah. This is stuff my nightmares here when they go into the trench. I hate it. But yeah, Boom Boom uses basically the light from one of her time bombs to kind of lure the beast down there.
And they basically tell her to create the biggest one she ever has.
Yeah.
So they lure the creature down there and like blow up the trench.
Yeah, Sharkskin, Richter, and Sunspot go to work on burying that thing under tons of rubble.
Yep. creature buried under tons of rock and sand.
Yep. I wonder if that thing ever came back later on.
I don't know.
Hmm.
You think it survived?
Oh, probably.
Just
It did. We didn't see it get blown up like the octopus.
Yeah, well, that's another thing Jason Aaron can bring back.
That's right.
How pissed would you be there if you were trapped under there for over 30 years?
Exactly.
So they go back to what's left of it. Well, to Atlantis, and of course, Namorita's not going to join the Atlantis Attacks battle. No, she's just going to help stay and rebuild Atlantis.
Yeah. Well, that's understandable. They need her help down there. And Surf stays behind to help her out with her efforts instead of joining them. So that's understandable. They took them out of the fight so that they could stay behind in Atlantis and help those folks.
So I guess she hasn't heard anything about Namor supposedly being dead or anything.
Yeah.
Because she says about making the deviants pay for what they've done to her people, but not Namor.
Yeah. It's really strange. Yeah.
So the New Mutants take off, and then
that's it.
Next week in X Factor Annual 4.
X Factor Annual number 4.
Then we get some pinups.
Yeah. Yeah, more Rob Liefeld. Yeah. Oh, boy.
And then there's that Boom Boom backup, which is kind of weird to me.
It is weird, yeah. It's John Bogdanovich, and I wonder if this Judith Bogdanovich is his wife, or if they're a husband and wife team on this or something. I'm not sure. I didn't really read up about this, but
I don't know.
There's a lot of fourth wall breaking that happens here.
Oh,
like a massive amount of it.
Breaking down that fourth wall, yeah.
Yeah, like with a sledgehammer.
A case of the cutes, because Boom Boom's thinking, she wants like a cute guy. Richter walks in, and she's like, he's all these New Mutants are goody two shoes.
Yeah.
Then the panels go black and white, like a 80s video.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm channeling a lot of the 80s here.
Take on me.
Which makes sense because, I mean, come on. Boom Boom is a product of the 80s. The outfit, the name, the attitude, all of it.
Oh, yeah. She looks very 80s, yeah.
Yeah.
And then she's basically talking to John because he's talking to the artist.
Right. She throws a time bomb at him. I loved that part. I thought that was funny.
Hey, watch the eraser. But so basically, first he draws her in with Peter and Spider-Man and Mary Jane, and she's like, "Oh wow, Jane, she's like the world's most famous model." World's most famous model, really? I mean, no offense, I love Mary Jane, but I don't think she's one.
Was she that popular? Maybe this was back when she was doing the soap opera too.
Maybe. Maybe. I think maybe, yeah.
Yeah. And then Reed and Sue.
Oh, yeah. She basically like, "Oh, hey, Sue. Maybe an order man is cool." This is great at the temple look drive you bananas too.
Mm-hmm.
Sue basically kicks her off the panel.
Yeah.
And there's a Captain America. I guess they have 2 kids. Yeah.
Yeah, the idyllic life, the idyllic home life.
Meanwhile, Cap's old enough to be her grandfather, but anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Daredevil
brooding on the top of an apartment building.
She's like,
Namor going after the Biscuit himself.
Oh, personal shot.
Yeah. That's all right. My favorite Biscuit.
What? I guess he's too egotistical for her.
Well, yeah. I mean, come on. Takes a special kind to accept that ego.
Wait, what's this medallion around his neck? I grok Spock? What?
Oh, I think it's some reference to how much he looks like Spock.
Yeah, that's what I assume. Yeah.
Which I don't agree with. I don't think he looks anything like Spock, but whatever.
Namor never had them abs, did he?
That's right. And then Doom, which I thought was the most hilarious part.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
I have to admit that is a cute joke when she's like, "That's real cute, but there's no way I'm becoming Baroness Boom Boom Von Doom."
Yeah, Boom Boom Von Doom. That is great.
How long can you stay fresh in that can?
Yeah.
And then she gets grabbed by Otto Octavius.
Octavius.
Doc. The greatest character in the Marvel Universe!
The legend.
That's right. Man, he'll come.
And Joe Fixit.
Oh, yeah. She's like, she wants to say, "I'm a bodybuilder." Yeah, drop her in on Joe Fixit.
"Hey, Toots, give me a kiss." Oh my god, it's so good.
And then it's Wolverine. She's like, oh, this guy's kind of cute, but this is like the woods. Where am I going to shop?
She's painting her claws. Yeah.
And then they drop her in on Frank Castle.
That's it. This macho stuff turns me off, she says, and kicks him right in the butt.
And then she wants, don't you have anyone in the whole Marvel Universe who's cute and lovable and can count past his toes? So then he draws her up Franklin Richards.
Yes.
She's like, God, don't you think he's just a little young? And
yeah,
gives her a little kiss on the cheek. Oh, what the heck?
Yeah. It can be platonic, whatever.
Franklin playing the very long game.
Yeah. Well, it worked for Anakin Skywalker.
Oh, that's true. Yes.
Franklin Richards is such a BA.
Did it work out for Anakin Skywalker? Or did that just accelerate his slide to the dark side?
Oh, well, I think that was always bound to happen.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And then we get a couple more pinups from Rob Liefeld. One of the entire group with the ship in the background, and then Namorita and Surf in the other one, which I was actually pleased about that.
So see, that's the thing. Look at this Namorita pinup with Surf. They look a little different because it's a different inker because that's Rubinstein. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Joe Rubinstein.
Yeah. I mean, again, I don't think this still looks better than that Amazing Spider-Man annual, but it looks different than the main story. So yeah, those
definitely the inkers make a big difference.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I want to see more of Surf. I had forgotten about them and how cool they were and how pleased I was to actually see them in the first place. So, yeah, hopefully we'll see more of them someday.
All right. And then, oh, wait a minute. What's this? See some notes here. The Atlantis Attacks story was originally meant to take place during New Mutants 87, but it can't. It must take place before New Mutants 77. The story serves as a semi-sequel to New Mutants 76 as the Horn of Doom plays into both issues. Without explaining in full the key character to notice Storm. Okay. So again, continuity stuff, I guess. And the second story can also only take place just before New Mutants 77. Yes, and then here, Surf returns in one of the backup stories in West Coast Avengers Annual 5. Yeah.
Which one was that? West Coast Avengers Annual 5.
That was that the following year? Yeah, that's the Terminus Factor.
Oh yeah, we covered that. We covered that last year, didn't we?
Yeah.
Last summer.
I was going to say, we did talk about that.
Yeah, I could have sworn that we saw that recently. Yeah.
All right, now we got Saga of the Serpent Crown.
Yes, another chapter.
We catch up with Naga.
Yes, the ultimate villain for Namor.
Oh Lord! And then this hooded woman talking to him. She's like, here, get high on this mist and see the history of the Serpent Crown. While I shall comfort you again, as I often have so often before, as she disrobes. I'm like, yes. Oh my Lord!
I know things are getting steamy in Lemuria.
I know,
man.
Between the vapors and I don't know the comforting. I mean, I don't think Naga can be any more relaxed.
Gobble gobble, gobble gobble. A couple of bowls down the gob.
There's a lot of comforting happening. A lot of comforting.
So anyway, whatever's going on in the room, he sees. After last week's Saga of the Serpent Crown, Ben Grimm got that helmet of quote unquote helmet of power, and then Namor came for it, believing the helmet was too dangerous to remain in human hands.
We had a big fight.
Yeah, but then Namor gets away with it.
Yeah.
If I never see Fish Face wear his crummy Easter bonnet again, it'll be too soon. Hey, Subby, nice hat.
Nice hat.
Love
it.
So then Namor went back to Atlantis along with Lady Dorma.
Mm-hmm.
But then meanwhile,
back when she was still alive.
But then meanwhile, the Serpent Crown broke out of the helmet of power. Basically took over Dorma and all Namor's friends here.
Mm-hmm.
When they were about to sacrifice him to Set.
Yes.
So just as they tried to do to Namor's ancestor, awesome millennia before.
Yeah.
But Namor broke free, grabbed the crown. But then he actually puts it on, but was rewarded by agonizing psychic pain. But then he musters up the willpower and throws it.
Hurls it. Yeah.
Then Namor found himself locked in battle with the Carthon the Quester.
Yeah, that story is fantastic. That one with Carthon.
Yeah, I don't know if I've read that.
That's so good. That's the old Submariner series. I think it's Roy Thomas and Marie Severin. It's fantastic.
But then they both get captured by Captain Barracuda.
Yeah. Good old Captain Barracuda.
I love Namor telling them, oh yeah, you have to give water to the Carthon. He's not going to survive. And then Lackey's just like, oh yeah, I'll shut you up, and sprays Namor with water.
Yeah. Oh man, they're not very smart, are they? Yeah.
So then we see another sub filling with water.
Yeah.
Because Carthon escapes. Namor chases him down and gets the crown again. But then Namor gets attacked over the Panama Canal. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he has no luck over the Panama Canal, does he?
No. Well, he's still. They still think he's aggressive at this point.
Oh yeah.
They're blasting at him wherever they see him.
But then Carthon took back the crown, but he also grabs Namor.
Yeah, brings them both back to the Emperor. Yeah.
But then we see Naga comes out of his little trance here, post comforting clarity.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's got quite a smile on his face, folks.
Yes, he gets the crown back. Yeah. Now it will restore to Naga. Yes, the energy of eternal youth. He says it'll give me eternal youth of life itself. I love the Watcher. The crown did not restore Naga's youth nor cure his madness, but it did give him power enough to make him once again the most dangerous man alive.
The dangerous man alive. Yes.
Oh yeah. You know how it is, boys. Immediately after the comforting, you feel invincible. You know.
Oh yeah.
Oh
for a little while. Just for a little while.
All right. Yeah. Thoughts on this Namor #1 superfan.
Oh, I love this. Yeah, this is great stuff because this is the stuff that I actually am familiar with.
Yes.
Like I've read some of these stories. The other stories that were addressed in the previous chapters, I had read less of that original material. So and still some of it, like the really ancient stuff, is still unknown entity to me. But this Namor stuff I've read and I love it. I think it's classic. I think it's some of the best Marvel comic books that have ever been. And yeah, I just love it. I can't say enough good things about it.
Nice.
It's great.
So yeah, this whole issue, I mean, basically, we got better Liefeld art.
We did. Yeah, this is improvement for sure. Yeah, and I like how the main story was longer. Like I've been complaining about that all this time, that the main stories aren't long enough. And we finally got that with this issue. And I felt like it helped it a lot. Because we had a chance to tell a full and complete story, as well as address all of the various moving parts that are happening with the larger framework of the story, with Ghaur and Lyra and their machinations. Yeah, I felt like it was handled really well. And of course, a great script from Louise Simonson again.
And I mean, except for that Boom Boom backup, pretty much this issue with the main story, Saga of the Serpent Crown, and a couple pinups. That's it. Yeah,
it was good.
It
was really good.
All right. So should we get to the X Factor annual?
Yes. Let's move to that one. Yeah.
Our buddy Hank McCoy here, Jean Grey,
fighting for their lives.
Yes. All right. So Jean Grey with a unfortunate look on her face there.
Oh no.
X Factor Annual 4. Oh jeez. X Factor Annual 4, October 1989. I must go down to the sea again. And of course, who could pen and pencil such a tale titled this? Writer and penciler John Byrne. Inker Walt Simonson. Colorist Tom Vincent. Letterer Jim Novak, and editor Bob Harris. Marvel Girl is being kidnapped by the Lemurian villain Ghaur. Her mind catatonic, she's being whisked through the sky while her teammate Beast tries to hold on to her. Beast manages to telepathically reach her, and Jean subconsciously uses her powers to free them from the tractor beam, landing them in the Atlantic. They are found by Atlantean troops who mean to kill them until their until their leader,
Attuma.
yes, recognizes Jean as Phoenix, the woman who once dared to spurn him. He intends to have his revenge and take her away. Hank is saved as other Atlantean troops led by Attuma's daughter, Andromeda, attack. Beast and Andromeda go looking for Jean and Attuma and find them just before Attuma can force himself on the weakened, half-drowned Jean.
Gotta give him that hunk.
Attuma.
Again.
Burn. Burn. Yeah, because she's gonna like sire him. He's like superior offspring or something.
Yeah, he wants like psionic, superpowered offspring. Yeah.
Man, everyone sees these superhero women and they're just like, oh yeah, she'll give me some great babies. Yeah.
Yeah, she'll make a good brood mare.
Exactly.
Ugh. Yeah, it's so gross.
Oh boy. Beast takes her away while Andromeda challenges her father to a duel. Hank takes Jean to the surface, but there is water in her lungs. An image of Ghaur appears, offering to save Jean if Hank vows not to interfere. Having no choice, Hank accepts. Andromeda, in the meantime, is beaten by Attuma, but before he can kill his daughter, she too is abducted by Ghaur.
Attuma.
So yes, kids, not one, but two women getting the hickey of Seth this
Yes.
Uh-huh.
That's right. That Ghaur didn't waste any time.
No, man. He knew his god was gonna wake up and be ready to roll, if you know what I mean, kids.
Yeah.
Uh
Well, even like stealing away Attuma's own daughter in front of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that takes some brass cojones. Ghaur does, he is not bothered. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Okay, in this story, the editors state to watch for an upcoming story in X Factor to learn of how Beast and Jean Grey end up in this predicament. This story, however, never shows in the series.
Oh, really?
So they
didn't even do like a backup story about it?
I guess not. No.
Oh.
They got too tied up in Judgment War. I don't know, but I guess we never see where they're pulled from. All of a sudden, they're just flying through the page one, kids. They're just flying through the sky.
That's it. Right before Judgment War, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my word, that's funny. That is super funny.
So yeah, I mean, a lot of good Hank McCoy here.
Yeah, great stuff with Beast. And finally, like some underwater stuff involving Attuma and Atlantis beyond what we've seen already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love it.
Attuma.
I had forgotten about his fixation with Jean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd completely forgotten about that.
That was a Bizarre Adventures 20. Yeah, that's an old.
Yeah.
One. Yeah.
That's way back. Yeah. I don't think I've even read that.
I don't know if I've heard of it. I don't know if I don't think I've read it either. Yeah. July 1981. So it wasn't that.
Yeah, but I don't think I've ever come across it in the wild.
Yeah, because that's it, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I've never read that.
Looks like more. Yeah, it looks like more like in the magazine format. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if that story's on the app.
Oh, yeah. I wonder.
We could do that one sometime.
Let me see. With the app open. So.
I love this one too because of the art. I mean, we don't really get to see John Byrne and Walt Simonson working together very much, do we?
Yeah. No.
I was thinking about that as I was rereading this. I thought, wow, this is a great combination because you can tell, looking at the artwork, that
you can see
it's both them.
Yeah.
You can tell it's both their styles, but neither one of them overpower the other, and they mesh really well together.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there's only 3 issues of Bizarre Adventures on the app, but 27 is one of them. So.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe we'll add that to the slate for a future episode of something.
Yes. Oh man, we got next year already booked. I was gonna say, oh man, we could have done January.
We could do that the following year, and we could cover some of that Phoenix series that's coming out now, that new one.
Well, hurry up and pick, because that'll be January 2026. We need to hurry up and pick and figure out what we're doing then.
I'd like to cover some of that.
Oh God,
that new Phoenix series.
Oh God, we're actually going to get into 2026 plotting already.
No, not yet.
I'll admit I'm not right, kids, but I think this owl is going to be pretty damaged. That's almost like me. So
I'm a long-term planner as well.
Oh yeah, I'd rather know. Oh my Lord, well. Yeah, Lilith makes fun of us, and then this morning, as we're talking some DC, she goes, next April, can we do an Aquaman April? I'm like, yeah.
Oh, I like that.
I'm going to get jealous of Namorvember. I mentioned Namorvember the other day. Oh, I don't know. The timing of that's kind of coincidental, because I did mention Namorvember to her.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if in Aquaman April, you guys are going to do the 4-issue miniseries with that weird suit that he had. Remember that blue one?
Oh, yeah. Basically underwater camouflage.
Yeah, the underwater camouflage suit.
I mean, we haven't picked anything. We could. Why, you want to join us for any?
If you do that series, I'll join you for that. Yeah.
I'm like, blonde biscuit. Like it.
That's right. Yeah. With the skin tight blue suit. Yeah, I'll be there for
that. My! But yeah, this is so funny. Just again, the issue starts with Jean Grey flying through the air,
and it's never explained.
No,
it's so funny. It's so funny.
Coming issue at X Factor, and they never explain it.
I thought for sure that it had been explained in a backup story or an editor's note in some issue of X Factor that I had missed.
If they didn't want to do it in the main story, why didn't they put the backup in this annual? Something.
That is so funny. Oh my God, I love it. Yeah, and this fight between Attuma and Andromeda is great.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
Oh, Byrne wanted to draw this because I mean, look at his Andromeda. I'm seeing blue She-Hulk.
Oh, totally, absolutely, yeah.
Oh Lord. I was gonna say the one good thing is that we get more of Attuma rather than just like a like a Atlantean general or whatever. But it's like I don't know. Byrne has some kind of creepy. Jean wakes up. She's already changed into her little
oh yeah
seashell outfit.
Well, Attuma in the defense of the story, the Attuma is from a barbarian tribe of Atlanteans.
That's true.
So his behavior is going to be a little bit different than the refined egalitarian royalty of Namor and the other Atlanteans.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, he's a little bit more rough around the edges, you could say.
Yeah, I was trying to remember. I'm like, man, I don't know if I have. It's been a while since I ever saw Attuma out of full armor.
Oh yeah. I know. I'd forgotten he had that long hair. Yeah,
that's because I mean, she wakes up. He's ready for some undersea negotiations.
Yeah. Oh God. Poor Jean. Jean. She always has to deal with these creeps.
Yeah. Oh God, should I do this to you? Yeah, Sue Richards about those undersea sluts. Namor.
She was a single woman at the time.
No. That can't possibly be your man. He's much older than you. I ain't gonna work. Namor is well older than all of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Phoenix, you are awake at last. Now down to negotiations.
Yes.
Oh my Lord! Look at what he put her in. I mean, she looks like a cross between the Little Mermaid and something from Asgard.
Yeah, her bra is like made out of clamshells and stuff.
I think the bottoms are too.
Yeah, must be very uncomfortable.
Yeah, you would think. And then Ghaur is not happy because no, she needs to be a bride of Set, not
Yes, he already has plans for her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, then when Beast and Andromeda show up, yeah, it's kind of almost like the cover. Attuma's just strangling.
Yeah. Ugh.
I mean, he's gonna get his way one way or another.
Yeah. He does not like taking no for an answer.
Mm-mm. But I do like this Beast and Attuma fight, because Beast is like, yeah, I'm as strong as he is, but it's like the water is slowing me down.
Yeah, that's just it. Yeah, Attuma is in his element, not the other way around. Yeah.
But then Andromeda tells Beast to leave. Yeah, she needs medical help, so yeah, Andromeda and Attuma fight.
Very well, daughter. If it is battle you want, battle you shall have.
Should have been like, your name is a joke on the surface world, father.
Attuma.
They made a drop out of you with Arnold Schwarzenegger's voice.
They say this Austrian man is, yes, uses your name in vain in a certain movie.
It's not Attuma.
Yeah.
So, yeah, being, Beast is just like, I didn't want to leave Andromeda, but, Jean's not responding to the offer.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
So he gets her to the surface, tries to give her mouth to mouth, and he's just like, yeah, it's like, I can't blow too hard, or,
Yeah, blow your lungs out. Yeah.
So
and that's when Ghaur shows up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kind of a projection. Yeah, he says, yeah, he's like, I can save her, but he's like, I got to take her. And then Beats is like, no, are you out of your mind? And Ghaur is like, it's your choice. Either she's dead or you let me take her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nobody at that time has the facilities to be able to save her life at that moment.
Yeah, or he's, there's nowhere close enough where, Beast is going to get any help before she dies.
He had to act right then.
Yeah. So he's like, what do I do? What? And we're very reluctantly, Beast is like, take her. And then, you see Jean getting lifted by this Ghaur's power and taken. And he's like, pray I've done the right thing.
I like this little bit of continuity here as he's lifting her, because he's using the same power that he used in the very first chapter of Atlantis Attacks when he was fighting the Silver Surfer.
Oh,
Those microbe things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a nice little bit of continuity there. I appreciated that. Yeah, and then Attuma gets the upper hand with Andromeda, unfortunately, and is about to execute her in cold blood when Ghaur whisks her away as well.
Yeah, because Attuma's all about it. We come to the final parting, daughter, and Ghaur's like, no, stay your hand. I have need of this female. Tell her, your daughter, I need this female.
Yeah.
He says, I had the treacherous whelp in the challenge of the first blood. Her life is now forfeit of Ghaur, and so it shall be, Atlantean, but not before she has served Almighty Set. Let her birth some kids, and you can have her back. Yeah. So all right. So remember this for next episode, kids. The first betrayal of Attuma.
Yes.
Or the big betrayal next time.
The big betrayal happens next time, as we shall see. Yeah, things go from bad to worse for old Attuma.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Attuma.
Just screaming underwater. That last thing, and for a long time afterwards, the chill waters seethe with the impotent fury of the Atlantean called Attuma, a man who has perhaps just realized his place in the great scheme of things is, after all, no more than that of a pawn.
Yes, he's finally figured it out.
Uh-huh.
It has only taken 10 chapters for him to figure it out. He's being used.
Yes. All right, so thoughts on this story?
I loved it. I loved the action. I loved that we saw Atlantis front and center again. We got plenty of Attuma in here. It would have been nice to see the rest of X Factor.
Yes.
Doing something. But that's just a minor complaint. That
I just wonder, were they planning to do it? They must have been planning to do this around a certain issue. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. There must have been some designs. There must have been a reason for it, but those will be lost to the sands of time, unfortunately.
Maybe we didn't want Iceman here just because he'd be like, oh, I'll just freeze them all in the water, mid-water.
Right. Yeah. They could have been fighting some other Atlantean attack fleet or something in a different place. I don't know.
That's true.
But it would have been cool to see them just for one page to show what they were doing. Yeah. But that's just my only complaint about the story. Yeah. I loved everything else. Of course, I love the artwork. It's fantastic. It's a great little story. Yeah.
Burn being burn.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
All right, I thought I had this issue in floppies, and I don't. So I don't know if I've even read this one before, but yeah, I don't have the floppy for this, which I'm truly angry because on the app they don't give us the Doom Magneto backup on the app.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I read the synopsis and I was like, oh my god, I want to read this.
Yeah, that's some pretty dark stuff. Let me tell you that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That one is Ralph Macchio's story, John Byrne art, Jim Novak lettering, Bobby Harris editor, and Tom DeFalco editor-in-chief.
Oh.
Yeah, and this one does have an editor's note. It says, this story occurs shortly after the events chronicled in the X-Men versus the Avengers limited series. So that actually does have a nice placement. And yeah basically it's Doom and Magneto having a conversation and kind of going over each other's origin stories with each other. Yeah.
Here, let me just synopsis because this is I wish this had been in here. That had been bound in a nutshell. After his trial, Magneto finds himself invited to Latveria, where Doom expects him alongside an imprisoned telepathic mutant girl. Doom is curious about Magneto having changed his ways and wants to know what lies behind that change of heart. He offers Magneto a restored version of his helmet, and they begin a mental duel meant to expose their weaknesses. Both men witness how the other became what he was, shaped by the tragedies of their past. However, those are their strengths. Magneto points out and insists that he has embraced another path. Doom tests him by pointing out the danger should the girl who witnessed all this ever talk. Magneto seemingly kills her, tells Doom he is disgusted by the charade, and leaves. The girl was merely a robot, supposedly. Nevertheless, Doom believes he has his answer. What's the note here? Yeah, the art left it unclear if the girl in the Magneto and Doom story was a human or robot. She was clarified as a Doom bot in a later X Factor letter column.
Yes. I remember reading that. Yes, somebody had wrote in a letter about that. They're like, did Magneto just kill a little girl? And so, yeah, they had to explain that.
That's the thing. I wonder if they was meant to be left unclear or if they were just like, oh, yeah, he kills a girl, but people just freaked out and they were just like, no, tell him it's a robot.
Yeah. Well, in the last couple of panels, you can see her skull, and it does look metallic. It looks almost like Metallo from Superman.
Oh, okay.
So I always took it, that she was a robot, and that Magneto could sense that magnetism and decided to do that. Yeah, that was how I took it the first time I read it.
I didn't read the story.
Then when I read the letter that somebody sent in asking for clarification about what happened, I thought to myself, "Oh yeah, that's true. That is another way that someone could look at that."
But yeah, I didn't read it, but just from that synopsis, I think it would have been cool. Yeah, Magneto just like crushes the robot and then, basically tells Doom, "Oh yeah, I knew that was a robot the whole time."
Right, the whole time. Yeah.
Doom should be like, "Why'd you go through the charade?" Well, I wanted to show you. I'm not afraid of you or anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
I love this note. Doom still resents Magneto's refusal to ally with him during the Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Oh, wait till Doomsumber.
Yeah, we're going to have so much fun with that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, kids, and it's official. We still got to pick out a story or two. But yes, November will be Namor-vember here.
Yes.
In Classic. Yes.
We are doing Namor-vember. I'm so excited.
Yeah. He's going to be so. Right. Justin will really be giving thanks.
Imperious wrecks my bed.
Oh, my. All right. So anything else?
No. There was another backup in this, which was Inferno Aftermath.
Oh, yeah. There was
a Mark Grunwald story. He wrote it, and
that actually was on the app. Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah, and Jim Fern did the artwork in that one, who I love. He's from Scarlet, my favorite comic book, Scarlet.
Yeah, he penciled, Joe Rubenstein inks, Joe Rosen letters, Gregory Wright colors, and Bob Harris editor.
Yeah, it's a great little story.
Yes, with these FBI agents. Yeah, yes. Elwood and Jake and Elwood.
They look like the Blues Brothers.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Again, it's the king of continuity, Grunwald, kind of like tying everything up for after.
Yes.
Yeah. Because, like, when they're first investigating on the street, and there's that dentist who, said his dental equipment tortured him and took him over. I believe that actually happened in a Daredevil issue. I'm pretty sure I remember.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like, probably all of these are probably from different issues across the Marvel universe. I do remember that dentist one from Daredevil. Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I've ever read that.
So they're basically. So what, are they trying to explain the whole thing, or was it a demonic attack? And of course, they go to the Bugle, so we know what issues those all tie into.
They could say it was a mass hallucination, like the Snake Man incident in Captain America. They tried to say that was a mass hallucination. Remember?
Yeah, because after they go exploring, they try to interview the Avengers. The only one they can find is Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
What did he say? Giggle-mess?
Giggle-mess?
They're like, oh, who's in charge of your group right now? Captain America. Oh, he's still on the outs with Washington. So then, they call X Factor, but then no one's there. The ship lets Cyclops know when he comes back. It's basically like, I guess we have to handle this before Madeline's funeral. Jeez.
Oh. Ouch.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Basically, X Factor gets together and it's like, well, what do we do? I love Jean. She's like, as a telepath inside people's heads. Yeah, most people's, they're, all the supernatural stuff would harm people's belief systems, and the sanity of the average person is fragile. I love Beast, particularly New Yorkers.
Yeah, exactly. Especially New Yorkers. They have to deal with a lot on a regular basis, okay?
Yeah, so they're like, oh, well, I guess we got to come up with a cover story. And even Archangel's like, well, if we get found out, trying to cover this up, there goes our thrust to any credibility we have left.
Yeah.
And Cyclops is like, well, we're going to make sure it's good. Anyone got a suggestion on the Beast? I do. Let's ask Reed Richards for advice. So yeah, that's the whole story. It's like, yeah, remember the whole snake ride in Washington with chemicals in the water? This was a hypno ray.
This is a hypno ray, Same type of thing, but different cause.
Yeah, the greatest nemesis of all, the hypno ray.
What the F?
And is this supposed to be one of the demons at the end?
Yeah, this looks like the one that showed up or one of the ones that showed up in the Exterminators miniseries.
I was gonna say, I thought they all got sent back, but I guess not.
I thought so too, but there must have been a couple hanging around afterwards.
Unless it's just an ending where it's like, oh yeah, it was all an hallucination. Okay, well, what's this guy?
Yeah. Hallucinate this.
All right. Oh god. And then we get more Namor in another saga of the Serpent Crown.
That's right.
More Mark Bagley Namor for you.
Yes, I love it. Picking up right where we left off last time. Yeah.
Wait, so I might have a synopsis for this one. I love how it didn't even have a synopsis for the Serpent.
Yeah.
Last time I do for this one. All right. Yeah, so I'll go to the Serpent Crown, Chapter 10, Emperor of Death. The Watcher relates how Namor tried to kill Naga in possession of the Serpent Crown. Thought he killed Dorma, but actually killed Ilna. Karthoth slays Naga and is almost controlled by the Serpent Crown, but Namor intervenes. Lemuria takes Carthon as their new ruler. Lyra, the high priestess of Set, plans to kill Carthon and become empress. Ghaur observes her. Well, of course he's observing her. She's the pleasure queen.
That's right. She knows how to do the comforting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, that was such an epic story, that Namor story, in which Carthon and Naga and all that stuff. It was fantastic. It was so good. I love it.
Just from this recounting, it seems like it would be.
Yeah. It unfolds, I think, over the course of maybe 2 or 3 issues, this whole story. And it's so good.
I love, I guess, just to tie it all together. Yeah, Ghaur just basically just watching Lyra at the end. Yes.
Yeah.
I will remember her.
I'll remember to talk to her a few hundred years from now. In case she needs to be broken out of prison, I'll remember her.
After I'm disembodied for a while, and
Yes.
Maybe I need some relaxation when I come back.
Yeah, some comfort.
Yes.
Some creature comfort.
Oh my!
What happens in Lemuria stays in Lemuria.
So with that, since they're underwater down there in Lemuria, whatever, would that be a double burn if she was like,
There's nothing to get wet about anyway.
Exactly.
we're miles under the ocean and I still couldn't.
You know you're doing something wrong.
Baby eels are the best.
All right. So, any other thoughts on this one, Justin?
No, I think we had a couple of good ones tonight. I really enjoyed both of these. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, not the worst Liefeld art we've done.
No, definitely an improvement, and great John Byrne and Walt Simonson art on the other one. So good. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, again, like you said, I never would have thought of putting John Byrne and Walt Simonson together, but it worked.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, I wonder if they work together on something else. I'll have to do a little digging and see. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but there might have been some things over the years.
Yeah, that's your homework, Lost Librarian. Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to work on that. Yeah. See what I can find out.
All right. So, anything else at all?
No, I think we've covered it pretty well.
All right. And once again, as is the case often here, yes, we're about to record the next episode. So you won't have time. You can still send in feedback. We'll read it after the fact. But next time, we're going to cover Web of Spider-Man Annual 5 and Avengers West Coast 56, which not a lot deals with Atlantis Attacks, but we'll talk about that.
Yes, there's an important little thing that happens in there.
Some house cleaning, if you will.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
But you can send in your thoughts, because after that, for part 8, we'll be doing Avengers West Coast Annual number 4 and 4 Annual 14. Speaking of blonde biscuits.
Yes.
And then, yes, the wrap up September. Yes, we'll finish this whole thing off with Fantastic Four Annual 22 and What If Volume 2 number 25, where we see what happens if they lost.
Yes.
Spoilers, they do. All right. Well, in the main series.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah. Send us your thoughts on what's come before. Send us your thoughts on what's coming up. Burn, Attuma, all of it. Send us your thoughts. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes Lunatics episodes, social media, merchandise. Get your brand new Capes Lunatics merch. Get your classic Capes Lunatics merch. I may be adding something new to the store here soon, because I got a new logo for the brand new show, Capes and Lunatics International.
Oh, okay.
Those damn Australians. Oh, yeah, I should show you this.
Yeah.
So maybe even new merch coming. And of course, the Queen of Evil herself demands that you rain the money on us through the Cash App link.
Make it rain.
Give us money for the hell of it. And then, of course, the Patreon, where, again, you get exclusive, uncensored content just for the patrons, including this.
Join me in the Patreon Elite.
Yes, and maybe you'll hear it for August. Maybe you'll hear an episode with a topic suggested by Mr. Justin the Owl himself.
Yeah. I think I've narrowed down 2 or 3 choices for you.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Oh, I'm excited. Yeah, I want to talk. Yes, give us a topic. Yes. All right. So, yes. So you want to get subscribed for that, and all the previous episodes are up there. So you can find that at patreon.com/CapesandLunatics, and you can find everything at tubespace.ao/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.ao/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
Oh, man, I forgot this morning, too. Yeah, don't make us dance on the pole, kids.
She looks like she's working a stripper pole down at Divas.
Next thing you know, Attuma's going to show up. Again, we owe him something.
Attuma.
All right, now for this Justin the Owl, president of the Surf Fan Club. Yes. You can find him here every week, of course, on Marvel Tales. You can hear him at least once a month, and that's going to be going up on X-Men Classics.
Yes.
We talk everything with an X, which we kind of did here this week.
Yeah, we covered quite a bit of X stuff here.
Yes. And of course, you can catch him once a month on right here on Energon Universe with me and Russell talking all the new Transformers and G.I. Joe coming out of Image Comics. Over on Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks, you can hear him once a month, at least once a month on We Are the Night.
The Batman podcast.
Talking some Azrael. Every once in a while, he sneaks in on a Batman episode.
Yes.
You can hear him soon on the 200th episode with me and Lo talking Batman 89.
Oh, I'm so excited for that.
Yes.
Can't wait.
And of course, you can hear him every so often on Electric Mullet, the Superman podcast.
Yes. A few times over the next month or two.
That's right. But of course, that is not at all the places the King appeared. So, Justin, tell everyone about these shows.
These fine shows you can also find me on every month. Gamma Charge with Russell and Josh, where we talk about the Incredible Hulk and the Sensational She-Hulk. We also have a Patreon, so check that out. Predator and Prey. Russell and I are joined by the High Priest of Khonshu himself.
Hold on. Russell, we didn't do Batman 89 yet. That's not till October, so you still got time, dude. I said upcoming, Russell. Upcoming.
Yes, we aren't there yet.
No.
Yeah. And Predator and Prey were joined by the High Priest of Khonshu, Ray. And we're very excited to be covering Predator versus Black Panther later this month. And on the Lost Library of Legends, my solo show, I am doing my very first summer spectacular, and I'm doing a 3-part retrospective on a forgotten DC title from 2002 called The Power Company.
I'm going to eat this up with a fork and spoon.
That's right.
I love it. Bird time. Giant sized man thing.
They call his name.
Yeah, that's right.
Uh,
Imperious Rex my bed.
oh my! Cock-a-doodle-doo. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Again, come back next week or on YouTube in a few minutes for, yes, the next part 7.
Yeah.
Atlantis Attacks from Web of Spider-Man, Annual 5, and a little bit of West Coast, or Avengers West Coast 56.
Yes.
Although there's another infamous burn moment from that main story.
Oh, man. That is the issue, isn't it?
All right, kids. Come back next time and you're going to get more
Attuma.
Gotta give him that.
Attuma.